And moving on, the 8% hike in fees announced by the Wits University has had a predictable impact on the students. Now, students have reacted with anger to the news that the institution will hike 2017 fees to the maximum 8%. Students want a fees-on-fee increments until they can get free higher education. Well, varsity said the hike was inevitable for financial sustainability. Wits management says it will face a deficit of 56.5 million rand despite the hike. All students have voiced their anger after Wits student publication Vuvuzela posted a statement on its Facebook page. John Rayner says students are at a breaking point around the country, while Lungelo BC Mhlongo noted that our 26th strike was in vain and how sad. Jody Parsons asked, so what is the purpose of a student council if the needs of students are not heard? While Ariandra Laura Dortzing Palmer's counters Wits' arguments that the fee increase was necessary as subsidies had decreased. Palmer asked, what exactly is the state playing at here?
I mean, our stand has always been clear since last year, which is 2015, October, that we will not want any fee increment until the realization of free education. And I mean, the last speaker that was just speaking now is making a point that the universities need to keep afloat, which is something we are aware of, that universities need to keep afloat, universities need to have money so that they can be financially sustainable. To remember, at the high cost of fees must fall this year, that students had come up with a model that proposed about 5 ways in which the higher education sector can generate money and keep sustainability in higher education, like change tax structures in the country, the corporate fund for building, the contributions that are made by the government, and so forth and so forth. Things that the government seems not to be looking into. Because I mean, one of the fundamental questions we're asking the government is that why has government subsidy into university declined for about 12%, you know, that was the decline in their subsidy. If those subsidies can go up once again from the government side, you wouldn't have these ridiculous increases in fees.
If you look at why there is an increase, there are fees that need to be paid, and it's not like the students are being left sideways. Ideally, we wouldn't want a fee increase, but if you look at our economy and we be logical, we have to have an increase in fees so that we can keep the university afloat. Also, there are measures in place for students who come from lower income housing, more specifically students from economies, families that don't earn more than 600,000. There are provisions being put in place to ensure that they are still able to study. The university isn't the board that can grant us free education. We have to look to government. The university is just doing what it needs to do to keep itself afloat.